Google's finest. Google has doubled down on Fitbit with its newest smartwatch, adding new health sensors like a multi-path heart rate sensor to give you more accurate results for sleep and business tracking. The watch itself lasts longer, performs faster, and feels lighter than the last model. Gorgeous rounded display, Fitbit integration, twice the storage, Snapdragon W5 Gen 1 chip, excellent haptic crown, only one size option, less durable design, dimmer thick bordered display, an ultimate Galaxy watch. Depending on whether you buy the Watch 6 or Watch 6 Classic, you'll get a comfortably light and sporty watch or a stylish timepiece with more accurate controls, either Reason, the minder for watch time. Now, once the time and different dates, 2 people is the best. 2 display sizes plus classic option, 2000 nit display. Military grade protection, longer battery life, faster Wi-Fi downloads, touch bezel instead of crown, only 16 gigabyte storage, fewer fitness tools. Google and Samsung may have co-developed the modern version of Wear OS, but each takes its own hardware and software approach to making an Android smartwatch. Comparing the Google and Pixel Watch 2 and Samsung Galaxy Watch 6, you can see those differences in action. Last year, the Google Pixel Watch quickly became one of our favorite smartwatches despite its years-long development process. Still, the Galaxy Watch 5 remained our favorite thanks to years of Samsung tweaking and improving upon its design. Now that Google has had a year to improve upon and modernize its design, the Pixel Watch 2 looks even more competitive. While we still need more time to test the Pixel Watch 2 fully, you can read our initial Pixel Watch 2 hands-on to see how it matches up to the Galaxy Watch 6 review. Otherwise, we'll break down all of the Pixel Watch 2 versus Galaxy Watch 6, differences in design, specs, software, fitness tools, and more. The Google Pixel Watch 2 looks remarkably close to the original Pixel Watch with the same case size thickness, 1000 nit brightness, and 1.2-inch display with 384 by 384 resolution. If you were hoping for a second size option or that Google would shrink the display border, you'll have to wait and hope that the Pixel Watch 3 delivers their Samsung sell 4 variants of the Galaxy Watch 6, 2 standard models and 2 classics. With either option, you can select a 1.23-inch or 1.5-inch display with double the eye brightness, making it easier to view outdoors. Specifically, the 40mm Galaxy Watch 6 case is smaller than the 41mm Pixel Watch 2, but gives you 0.1-inch extra space to its normal display border. Using that border, the Galaxy Watch 6 has a capacitive touch bezel that you rotate your finger across to scroll through information. It works well enough in ideal conditions, better than the Galaxy Watch 5 bezel in our tests, but isn't the most reliable when you're on the move or during a sweaty workout. Choose the Pixel Watch 2 and you get a dedicated haptic crown to scroll through data instead. In our hands-on, we noted that the newly redesigned crown feels higher quality with improved tactility and a more clicky spin. Of course, you can choose the Galaxy Watch 6 Classic to have an entire rotating bezel around the display to slide through widgets. It gives you an easier grip than a crown, but also adds some significant weight to the watch itself. Google used stainless steel with the first Pixel Watch, but switched to lighter, fully recycled aluminum materials with this iteration. Thanks to that, the Pixel Watch has a more competitive weight, only about 2.3 grams heavier than the base Galaxy Watch 6, and significantly lighter than the stainless steel classic watches. Depending on which watch band you choose, either watch can be lighter or heavier than the other. On that note, all of your original Pixel Watch bands carry over to work for the Pixel Watch 2, which has new active sport and mental sim bands, but otherwise sticks to the same options.
While we have plenty of Galaxy Watch 6 bands we recommend, Google's first-party bands have a stylish look paired with the more stylish locks that we appreciate.
Although the Galaxy Watch 6 is much thinner than the Pixel Watch 2 on paper, that's only thanks to Samsung's creative measurements that don't take the sensor housing into account. By our measurements, it's 12 millimeter thick, just 0.3 millimeter thinner than the Pixel Watch 2. The biggest upside to the Galaxy Watch 6 is its more durable design. Both watches have 5AT and IP68 ratings for dust and water resistance, but only Samsung achieved a militating 810H rating to protect against shock damage. Google's gorgeous round-edge display looks as fantastic as ever, but it's more liable to pick up scratches along the edges. The Pixel Watch 2's Gorilla Glass 5 protection 2 won't be as reliable as Samsung's Sapphire Glass built into the Galaxy Watch 6. You may want to look in for Pixel Watch 2 screen protectors, should you choose it. In the last generation, the performance battle between the Watch 5 and Pixel Watch was somewhat complicated. Google relied on an 8-old Galaxy Watch 1-era Exynos 911 chip, but it paired it with a robust 2 GB of RAM and a Cortex coprocessor to handle behind-the-scenes health and watch face tasks. Samsung had the newer Exynos W920 chip paired with just 1.5 GB of RAM. With this generation, the Galaxy Watch 6 jumped to the W930 chip with 2 GB of RAM, giving it an 18% clock speed boost, 25% shorter app switching, and general loading time improvements. In practice, we found it very fast for virtually anything you ask it to do. As for the Pixel Watch 2, it switches to the Snapdragon W5 Gen 1, paired with the same Cortex M33 coprocessor and 2 GB RAM as the last model. It also keeps its 32 gigs of storage space for music and apps, whereas the Galaxy Watch 6, 16 gigs of storage as a last-gen weak point for an otherwise future-proof watch. We didn't get enough hands-on time with the Pixel Watch 2 to judge how much faster it is, but we do know at least that it's significantly more battery life efficient than battery. It's only 12 million hours larger, giving you 24 hours per charge with always-on display, active according to Google. We don't have a non-ARD estimate as we do. For comparison, the Galaxy Watch 6 has a 40-hour estimate, but lasts just 30 hours with ARD active. It does well in standby mode for checking notifications and heart rate data, but activates tools like Always Listening Assistant or music streaming, and it's more of a charge once a day watch. The Pixel Watch 2 also requires daily charges, but its efficient chip gives us hope that it can handle robust use without dying overnight during sleep tracking. As for recharging either watch, so the Pixel Watch 2 takes 43 or 75 minutes to reach 80% or 100% respectively, while we found that the Galaxy Watch 6 takes about 45 minutes to hit 75 or 75 minutes to hit 100%. They're comparable, in other words. Both the Galaxy Watch 6 and Pixel Watch 2 measure heart rate variance, high and low heart rate warnings, passive irregular heart rate rhythm, AFib, active AFib, detection, stress, breathing, blood oxygen, and skin temperature. They also have most of the typical watch sensors you'd expect, like accelerometers, gyroscopes, altimeters, compasses, and ambient light sensors, as well as most of the same global satellite navigational systems like GPS. My Air has dual frequency GPS tracking, unfortunately. And as for connectivity, either watch lets you upgrade to a 4G LTE version for $50 while offering NFC for tap to pay and Wi-Fi for faster downloads, though no ultra-widebands like the Apple Watch. Samsung does win in this area with support for Wi-Fi gigahertz downloads and Bluetooth 5.3 instead of 5.0. In terms of unique health sensors that Watch 6 measures your body composition with bioelectrical impedance analysis. Though our reviewer found that its results were rather inconsistent compared to smart scale results, the Pixel Watch 2 took the Fitbit Sense 2 CDA sensor for body response using heart rate variability, and skin temperature. Samsung also has a stress tracking widget now, but doesn't say what metrics it uses specifically. Both watches have health data limitations to consider. Google locks a lot of its health data behind the paywall, Fitbit Premium, and the Pixel Watch 2 doesn't let the SAM scheme, mindful of a lot of legal policy and the activity. Samsung makes most of its data available in Samsung Health, but its ECG data specifically must be viewed in the Samsung Health Monitor app that's exclusive to Samsung phones. There's no landing, and it doesn't have a paid option to take your data and analyze it for health trends, as Fitbit and Google Data Feeder and Google offer. The Pixel Watch 2 comes with Wear OS 4 out of the box, while the Galaxy Watch 6 uses One UI 5 watch based on Wear OS 4. The Pixel Watch 2 is getting new apps like Gmail and Google Calendar with Wear OS 4, along with new watch faces, a backup and restore feature, and revamped Google Assistant that answers questions based on your tracked health data. While these all counts as reasons to get excited for Google's watch, the Galaxy Watch 6 should eventually get many of these tools in a One UI 5.5 watch, an update, and it's had access to backup and restore for years. Generally speaking, both watches give you similar first and third-party apps, though Samsung is more likely to push you towards its own and make you dive into settings, switch to Google Assistant or Wallet. In terms of fitness tools, both watches have dozens of sports modes and a few key activities with automatic detection for a few popular activities like running and cycling. Each has customized heart rate zones, VO2 max data, and the ability to follow set workout parameters that buzz your wrist if you're off pace. The key difference, of course, is Google's Fitbit Premium integration. The Pixel Watch 2 offers 6 months of free membership, giving you access to a daily readiness score based on your sleep data, health data trends, wellness reports, professional workouts, and plenty of other useful information and workout tools. Once your subscription runs out, you'll have to pay $10 a month or $80 a year to access a lot of this data. That's the key downside to the Pixel Watch 2, that it pushes you to pay for a subscription by integrating Fitbit so deeply into the watch's operating system. And the Galaxy Watch 6 pricing ranges from $300 for the smallest model to $430 for the largest Watch 6 Classic. The Pixel Watch 2 falls squarely in the middle at $350, but your watch price will tick upwards if you end up staying subscribed to Fitbit Premium. Currently, the Galaxy Watch 6 claims the top spot for best Android smartwatch on the strength of its performance, durable design, and solid battery life. But depending on our Pixel Watch 2 review, Google could challenge Samsung for this top spot despite a few key downgrades, simply because it serves as both an Android watch and a fitness of smartwatch. That last point may determine what you choose. If you want a smartwatch that gives you plenty of fitness tools and easily digestible health data, Google has put more fit and effort into this area than Samsung via its Fitbit acquisition. If you're more interested in the apps and don't want to pay for a fitness subscription, Samsung may serve you just fine. Otherwise, your choice may come down to which Android phone you own, since the Pixel Watch 2 will pair best with the new Pixel 8, while the Galaxy Watch Home has exclusive tools found on Galaxy S23 phones. Or, if you care more about aesthetics or durability, the stylish Pixel Watch 2 or more rugged Galaxy Watch 6 will serve your needs more. Google's finest. Choose the Pixel Watch 2 for Fitbit integration, a sleek edge-to-edge design, extra music storage, and reliable crown controls. Don't choose the Pixel Watch 2 if you want larger, a brighter display, or a more durable design. Ultimate Galaxy Watch. Choose the Galaxy Watch 6 if you prioritize longer battery life, larger displays, and more reliably rugged designs. Don't choose the Watch 6 if you want the most storage, there's space for music, or deep fitness integration within the OS.